Have you ever seen a cemetery so popular more than 4 million people visit a year? Well, in Washington, D.C., the Arlington National Cemetery is just that popular. Ever wonder what house had a tennis court, swimming pool, movie theater, and a bowling lane? The White House has all those things. Wondering what memorial would be 246 feet and 9 inches long? Well, that's how long the Vietnam War Memorial is. In my opinion, Washington, D.C. is the perfect place for a class field. In Washington, D.C., you can learn many things about the White House. For example, the house has been home to presidents and their families for more than 200 years. The construction began on October 1792. John Adams was the first president to live in it. Every president makes his own changes and additions to the house. In 1814, the White House survived a fire at the hands of British. The White House is so big. There are 132 rooms and 35 bathrooms, 412 doors, 147 windows, and 28 fireplaces. There are also 8 staircases and 3 elevators. It's fit for a king. The house needed 570 gallons of paint to cover just the outside surface. It has a tennis court, swimming pool, movie theater, and a bowling lane. Another reason we should go to D.C. is because you can see all the names of people who were in the Vietnam War at the Vietnam War Memorial. The Vietnam War Memorial was designed by 20-year-old Maya Ying Lin. They announced a national competition for the design of the memorial. Her teacher gave her a B. The architects and sculptors anonymously selected her. The wall is made so that you can see a reflection in it. Inscribed in the wall are more than 58,000 names of men and women who were part of the war, either killed or missing in action. The wall is 246 feet and 9 inches long and 10.1 feet high. Another statue a short distance away is the 3 soldiers, which represents the 3 caskets of soldiers who were part of the war. People say that the statue seems to interact with the wall. Also, there is a statue of the Vietnam Woman Memorial, which is towards the south of the wall. Was designed by Glenda Goddard in 1993. Honors the women who served in the war. They were mostly nurses. Last, in 2007, the American Institute of Architects awarded the Vietnam Memorial as the 10th most favorite on the list of America's favorite architecture. Finally, there's a famous cemetery you can see, the Arlington National Cemetery. More than 4 million people visit a year. It started in 1864. More than 300,000 people are buried there. Also, 2 presidents are buried there, President Taft and President Kennedy, and 2 former slaves. On Memorial Day weekend, an American flag is placed on every single grave. There are also many other important people buried there too. For example, Supreme Court Justice Harry Blackmun, Thurgood Marshall, and William O. Douglas. Also, Glenn Miller, a U.S. Army major and band leader. The last person is Ruth G. Bradley. She was a U.S. Army colonel and a distinguished military woman with 34 medals. There's also the Tomb of the Unknowns. At first it was called the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, until 3 other soldiers were added. The tomb is guarded 24 hours a day. The changing of the guard ceremony occurs every half hour. When changed, it is done with a march and a salute to show respect for the fallen soldier. So let's go to Washington, D.C. for our next field trip to see the world-famous White House, and if we're lucky, get a tour to learn about the fascinating Vietnam War at the Vietnam War Memorial. Last, to see the Tomb of the Unknowns at the Arlington National Cemetery. Washington, D.C. is the best place for our class to go for a field trip. A special thanks to these people for letting me use their pictures.